I'm getting a lot of people asking me right now about these employer mandates and what to do about them. And they're all different. Like for some people, it's masks. For some people, it's PCR testing. For others, it's getting vaccinated. And there's really two issues in this whole thing. One is, what's the law and what are your rights? And then second, what are your feelings around your fears that are keeping you from standing up for the law and your rights, right? So in terms of the law and your rights, it's cut and dried. No emergency use medical device can be mandated. That's the mask, the PCR test, and the vaccine. And this is in 21 U.S. Code 360 BBB-3. If anybody needs to download this law and other laws that protect you, go to my website, worksofyourhands.com. Scroll to the bottom of the page and download the PDF file there. So because none of these can be mandated, any health department guidelines are just guidelines. So what you want to do now, and now we're getting to the second part, right? Which is, what are your fears around standing up for yourself and for the law? And the way you reverse this whole thing is, instead of staying stuck in fear and anger, you flip over to love. It's like the reverse Uno card. And so now you're approaching your employer from the standpoint of, hey, I want to help you and I want to help me both. So this is a win-win situation, and I want to help you to not be liable for damages in the future by mandating things that are eventually going to be stricken down anyway, right? I mean, we're already seeing a lot of stuff coming out right now about people in power with their leaked emails, and the fact that there's a lot of fraud behind this, right? So we're going to our employers and we're saying, hey man, I don't want you to be caught up in the liability. And so here's the law. This stuff can't be mandated. I am not a direct threat. And now let's figure out a way to make this work. And now your employer is probably going to push back and go, well, we have to do, blah, blah, blah. And that's when you just become the squeaky wheel, right? You just go back to them again and say, well, actually, no, here is the law, and here's what you need to do to protect yourself. And I'm a team player, so I want to work with you and help you on that. And eventually, they're going to surrender, and you're going to be able to stand up for yourself, stand up for the law, and feel better about yourself as well as loving them. So let's give that a try. If that doesn't work, reach out to me and we'll figure out a solution.